So I went to do a review of Punisher and Daredevil issue 5 earlier this week. Got all prepped up, ready to go. Opened it up and thought, well, I don't remember that happening. What's going on there? And then realised somehow I'd missed issue 4, which apparently came out in middle of February. Not sure that happened because checking back on my videos, issue 3 was only a month ago. So you've had 2 issues in the space of a month. No idea what's going on with that, but fine. So we'll start off with issue 4 and go to issue 5. So issue 4, nice cover. Doesn't happen in the book. In fact, there could be a better version of this cover, which would actually make sense, but they decided to just leave it as is. That's fine. Yeah, we're all used to covers now not meaning anything according to books. Inside, not too bad. Punisher's doing his thing, tracking people down as it was. This guy gets released from jail and is picked up by the mob guy. And oh yeah, we'll kill the Punisher. Don't worry, we'll kill him for free. It's fine. But you know, if you're going to pay, I'll pay. It's fine. Still don't know who this lass is. This is Catherine, and apparently she's his interest in Matt Murdock. And I thought she was going to be backstabbing him or something or other. That doesn't happen. So I don't know if she's a character from Daredevil past. I've never noticed her before. Or if it's just somebody's inserting her into this storyline and she's going to come up because it does technically end, but I don't know if they've got a sequel planned or anything like this. But yeah, very, very unusual. So there seems to be a lot of wasted page space if this character does not pay off to be something important. If anyone knows who she is, let me know because I'll be particularly interested. Um, so Daredevil goes out on patrol, organises, Misty Knight organises it with Punisher to go and meet him at this club, apparently because they can wear what they want to and it's all this kind of stuff. He's blown up, Daredevil. Punisher's blown up the warehouse where the mob guys are, and Misty's like, okay, you owe me, you know, that's fine. He comes in, and Misty says, right, I'll leave you two guys to it. So they have a bit of a chat and basically says, okay, you can't keep killing everybody because if you kill people, then we're never going to know how far this corruption ends because as far as we know, obviously we saw last time it was tied to this judge. And it turns out the judge is not a judge. He is. Um, oh, okay. So yeah, it's tied back to this judge. So we need to know how deep this goes. And Punish, okay, that's fine. So after this meeting, he goes in there. These guys stab this guy in the neck, which is again ridiculous. Why would you do that? You've literally alerted the police to your location before you even got in there. Why not just walk in? Why not break in? Just seems unnecessary. Um, so they go downstairs. Daredevil's gone, okay, there's got guys out there with machine guns. So Punisher's not got a gun with him because Misty Knight's told him not to bring one, so he's only got a knife. So they have this big scrap again, which would make sense. The idea you could do that effectively do this picture with them two sitting at the table and the guys bursting through the door. That could have been your cover. It would have been better. Um, anyway, they take them all out. Punisher, of course, is more messy than Daredevil, and it turns out that Anthony Medici is this judge is the one that's been leaking all the information and allowing people to get out of jail quicker. And the guys are there to meet him. And as they're looking through the windows to find out who he is, it turns out that that is not Anthony Medici. That is um, the husband of the Noki, whatever. Um, and he should have been dead, but he's not. So obviously they faked his death. That revelation makes issue 5 make a lot more sense because without issue 4, I was like, what's going on there? Um, so yeah, so this is the big plot point. That's obviously what the situation is. Now, I kind of like it that it's not tied into any kind of core characters but there's so many cool street level bad guys. It would have been really nice to have, you know, Hammerhead or somebody else be one of the enforcers or something like that. But it's all because they're kind of not trying to tie into a particular time period. It's just guys on the street, and they can just kind of disappear, and no one's going to make a difference. But it's a shame. It would have been nice to see something a bit more interesting along those patterns. Anyway, so now on to issue 5. So once again, nice cover for issue 5. Um, Daredevil and Punisher are now making their way into the place where they just saw the chap. Turns out they've got snipers on there now as well, which Daredevil knows about, and they're not particularly happy with him either as well. The judge is, oh, it's fine. We're going to lock ourselves in a safe room. I've got loads of people here. they're expecting Daredevil to then Punisher to come in, so we'll just destroy them all now and that'll be it. Sniper takes a couple of shots at Daredevil, bloody quick shots as well. And I don't know why Frank comes back onto the roof because he seems to disappear and come back again. Anyway, he comes back on the roof and Daredevil saves him from being shot. And that's it. Right, off they go. So in they go. So Punisher goes in through the side entrance and just completely smashes the hell out of stuff. Um, Daredevil finds that they've got a safe room, and it turns out that there's a secret exit from it, and they go to this helicopter on the roof. Unfortunately, this guy though is not waiting for the judge, so she says, "No, you've got to wait for the judge," which I believe must be her father. Um, but no, he's not having any of it. Bang, she's out. And then Punisher comes along, guns down the entire helicopter. Helicopter explodes, and it's like, okay, that's that then. We'll, didn't want to kill him, unfortunately. We had to do what we needed to do. And Daredevil's kind of like, well, actually, I don't think you're right. Judge was a bit too slow, so he's actually been left behind. So now they can be exposed to the entire leaks. And it turns out, so he shoots him in the legs to basically say you can't run any further, and that's it. We've now uncovered the conspiracy. And then we get a load of stuff about the lass again. And it's like, right, she's got to be important somewhere along. Oh, and some people have been kind of knocked off. But again, this kind of denouement is just really weird. It could have been just ended there. So I don't know what's going on with it. And it says the end for now. So that's what makes me think she's going to show up at some important time. But yeah, all in all, not a bad miniseries. Not outstanding, but interesting. So I would have liked to see some more MCU actual street level bad guys in it. But all in all, yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. So anyway, I think that's pretty much all I'll say about these two issues. So yeah, thanks for listening, and hopefully I will see you on another video very, very soon. Bye bye.